everyone, how's it going? I'm Krishna from Australia and I welcome you back to another episode of Tell Me More, where I interview amazing and inspirational women from all over the world who tell me more about what inspires them. Now, today's episode is all about fashion, and it's also about being an entrepreneur with a heart. And my guest today is super inspirational, and she's very special because she combined her passion for swimwear with her passion for giving back to the community and making a real difference. And so was invented DaintyMissSwim, an incredible swimwear line which is 100% ethically made right from the time that it is hand-stitched to the time that it is delivered to your door. And what's more special about this brand, which is DaintyMissSwim, is that every single one of their garments are 100% made from recycled plastic that is sourced from oceans around the world. How mind-blowing is that? I was so excited when I heard about that, and so I knew I had to have Mel on my show. So without wasting much further time, welcome Mel from DaintyMissSwim.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm good, Mel. I'm really good, and thank you for being here. So Mel, let's jump straight into it. This is an incredible initiative. So what inspired you to start up a brand like this, and that too while maintaining such a high level of, ethics and sustainability?
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, I always grew up, loving fashion and being really interested in that, and I've had a lot of opportunity to kind of travel and see different cultures and kind of get to see how different people live. So for me, that was like really important foundationally, and I really just started to also educate myself as I got older around, the environment and the impacts that, fashion and travel and whatnot can have on the environment that we live in. So for me, it was really about bringing kind of my passion for fashion together and just making sure that, giving people a sustainable option for swimwear is something that, I was able to kind of create.
So, I didn't even imagine that it was a possibility that you can actually recycle plastic into garments, and that to produce such high quality of products, So I find that a lot of other companies, such big companies who have possibly the money and the option to do this, aren't actually investing in it. So do you think that there is an opportunity, if they wanted to be sustainable and, try to produce similar sort of things like what you're doing?
Yeah, I definitely think there's the opportunity for it. I think it definitely starts with customers and consumers asking for it. I think one of the roles of a brand and a business is actually to kind of listen to the community and the business and your customers and, try and adapt where you can to, fit and suit the requests that they're asking for. So I think big businesses can definitely look to do that. I think a lot of kind of fast fashion at the moment is very much about kind of getting like on-trend things to people very quickly, which is great. There's definitely like a need for that. But I also really feel like there's a need for slow fashion, and those brands may be considering making like considered lines and using sustainable fabrics and ethical manufacturing as well.
Right. So you said slow fashion. So I'm guessing that's the opposite to what fast fashion is. And so where do you see, with slow fashion, where do you see it taking the garment industry in the future? And what do you hope to see happening when it comes to the garment industry?
Yeah, definitely. Slow fashion is something that, as I kind of educated myself more, I became more and more aware and more passionate about. And I think slow fashion is great where it is more environmentally friendly, it's sustainable, it's ethically made so that people that are actually manufacturing the garments are paid, fairly for the work that they're doing. And I think that, in the future it'd be great to see more people being conscious of that and making more considered choices when they are shopping for things online. Sometimes it does mean that things can cost a little bit more, but that's only because of the materials and the time that's put into creating that product. But they tend to be better quality, which means you're going to have them for longer, which means it's less things are going to be going into landfill, and you'll get more wear out of it as well.
And so on the topic of even landfills, so is there, with your company DaintyMissSwim, do you mass produce things much like the fast fashion, or is it different with companies like yours?
Yeah, no, we do not mass manufacture anything at all. So our production is really about having limited designs that are handmade. And what that means is that you're like unique pieces that are like actually made by somebody whenever you order something from our store, when you get your order delivered, we actually have little cards that come along with the products that basically just let you know who actually handmade it. So we're just trying to really between the manufacturer
that personal touch as well.
Which can seem so difficult when you buy things. We're trying to just really bring that personalization in. So you as a consumer, when you receive something, it's super personalized because you know who's actually made your product. So
okay, amazing. And I had to ask you, because this was so fascinating for me, you collect plastics from around the world. So do you tie up with NGOs, or with sort of what kind of companies do you source your plastic from?
Yeah, absolutely. So the suppliers that we work with their partners as well. So they have kind of third parties that will go out, around kind of the world, source different plastics that are appropriate to be made into fabrics. And then my supplier directly will then turn those into the fabrics that we need to make our swimwear.
Amazing. Okay, now I have to ask you this as well. My bikini is on its way and I've already made my choice, but I have a lot of other siblings and family members who I would love to buy something like this for, So do you see yourself expanding in the future, and can I hope to see maybe a swimwear line for little kids so I can gift my nephews and my nieces?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot kind of in the works. Anything from, absolutely, like men's swimwear as well. Matching with your partner, matching with your bestie. We're like loving that. And also, definitely kids swimwear as well, and having that mini me moment where, can match.
Amazing. I'm so excited for that. I can't wait. Okay. Well, I have to ask all of my guests this final question, because you're here because of your inspirational story. So for anybody who's watching and who wants to go out and make a difference while following their passion like yourself, what for you is your mantra for success?
Yeah, I think for success for me, it's really about the journey. I think absolutely have your eye on the prize and have that destination that you want to get to. But I feel like the journey is also so important, where you can kind of really develop your vision, develop your brand, your products and services, get feedback from people that are using them, iterate, make it better. And also for yourself, I feel like you learn a lot and develop and grow as a person. So for me, success is definitely about the journey. And I think also celebrating like those little wins along the way. I think sometimes we get so kind of, into it and focused on the ends that you kind of forget to celebrate the moments where you've just, had a few wins. So I think that's also important to balance it out.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time, Mel. That's all the time we have today. Thank you for being with us and sharing your amazing company.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks. Well, that was Mel from DaintyMissSwim, and when I think of Mel, I always think of the quote, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." And I think it's so amazing how she combined her passion for swimwear with something that she really cared about, which was giving back to a community. So if you found Mel's story inspiring and you found her company inspiring, why not share this video so that even more people can find out about Mel and her ethical range of swimwear. And that is all for this episode this week, so stay tuned for next week's episode, where I will interview another inspirational woman from somewhere around the world who will tell me more about what makes her so unique. So that's all for now. Take care and have a good day.